Hello everyone, welcome to Sketch a Day Live. How you doing? What's cracking? What's popping? What's hopping? I'll stop rhyming. You know how it is here. It takes a little bit to warm up, get started, so that's what we're gonna do. Busy week. Oh, it seems like my weeks have been getting busier and busier. I'm grateful for that. Produced 2 videos this week. One was a follow-up to the eyeglass project that I did. If you remember these, we did that on the show. Did the CAD live actually. Hey Latrice, what's up? Did the CAD for that live. Whew, that was super fun. So been busy. That's good. Sorry, I'm just grabbing some pens. As I was not prepared yet again. Was not prepared. Anyhow, hope you're having a fantastic Thursday. Like I said, I know it's been a minute. The challenge this week is to redo old sketches. So I'm going to try and blow through 3 or 4 of my old sketches. Not taking requests today. Yo, Isra 9175. Hello, Lynette. Mo Army on the Discord. What's up? Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. So I have some of my old sketchbooks today, and we're going to be looking at some of my old sketches. Now, I'm not exactly proud of these sketches. These aren't my best work, but that's the whole point. I'm going to take some sketches that I did in college, and I'm going to try and redo them in my own way, like I would today with my skills. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Pen and paper today, markers, that good stuff, so I can move a little quicker. But if you're interested in digital sketching, definitely check out prior videos, and I hope to see your work for tomorrow or by tomorrow morning, my morning, when we'll be doing Fan Friday featuring your sketches. So if you want to have your sketch featured, definitely submit in the channel if you want to. No pressure. No pressure. All right. Haven't seen Applejack's tune in yet, but usually Applejack's is here. Okay. So let's just kick off with looking at some old stuff here. So this is a sketchbook. This is sketchbook number 6 from back in the day. I actually went ahead and looked through and found some examples here, but you can see these are actual real life sketches from college when I was a college student. So hopefully there's no notes that are too personal here, but I definitely used to be a lot more cautious with my sketching. There I am trying to figure out how to draw cars. Kind of ridiculous now that I look back at it, but that's the whole point. That's the whole reason we keep sketchbooks, so we can look back and see different things. A terrible interior sci-fi view, just horrible. All right, so if this makes you feel any better, I hope it does make you feel better. I did this once before on the show where we did a resketch, and I resketched this box car. That was fun. Got some screwdrivers here. I think maybe I'll do one of those. Some picture stuff. I used to do more traditional art too. I used to do these in my spare time. Not that I have a lot of spare time these days. That one's pretty loose and fun. So I think I'd made this sketchbook out of entirely out of tracing paper. So that's what this was. What is this? Oh, interesting. It's like a trip through memory lane. New ideas have some absurdity to them. Look at that. Boom. All right, so there's one sketchbook. This one I think I may have had at Astro Studios, I'm guessing. But maybe there's some sketch in here we can do like an old school cell phone. That might be fun. Hey Karthik, good to see you. Actually, that would be fun. I'm gonna put a note on one of these pages. So I think that would be fun too. Boom. So yeah, if you haven't seen the new videos, check them out. One of them covers a shoe. It was a request from Lori, one of our patrons. Requests are always good. Yeah, I think I'll do an old school cell phone. Those are fun. Those are fun. Or we could do it with, you know, maybe a little modern update to that. It is like a time capsule. Covers are tattered with age, indeed. I don't know about the sketches being fresh because, wow. See, I've always been practicing. How do you draw people? I've come a long way, I will say. I've come a long way, but there is more to go. Why am I so lucky, yet so unlucky? These are kind of like journals for me, so I'm trying not to pause too long on the notes. And know I have some personal stuff in here, so here and there. It's a cool little dude right there. So yeah, hopefully this gives you a little bit of hope, realizing that I too have come a long way through practice. Any plans to come to southern India? Maybe if I got an invite. This vehicle is interesting to me. I thought maybe I could redo or do something related to that. That would be a fast one. Maybe this little weird thing. I've always enjoyed drawing weird things. So there's that little sci-fi scape. Could also save that for Sunday. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, lots of notes here from when I used to go to church too. It's like we have a tree. And yeah, some interesting stuff here. Terrible robot, just terrible. I even wrote terrible next to it. Some flashlights. So maybe we'll do a little mix here, product, maybe some illustration stuff, but lots of terrible sketches, people. Lots of terrible stuff. So don't be too hard on yourselves. You're not feeling like you've got the goods. All right, if you're feeling that way. It takes time. I mean, I've been doing this for almost 20 years now. Okay, so I'm gonna warm up first, like I always do. Let me know where you're watching. I know Karthik's in India, Lynette's across the pond. If you're new here, how'd you find it? How'd you find the channel? I'm curious. Or not. We can just be quiet and sit in silence and draw. That works too. So just some straight lines. If I got an invite to India and my trip were paid for, I would be there. For sure. But so far that has not happened. So far, no such luck. All right. I don't need to do any more circles. Let's just do some ellipses. Still been making music behind the scenes, working on the digital guide. It's gonna be good. I've been dreading it just because it's by necessity going to be more involved than the other ones I've done. So just one more row here. But I'm making some good progress. Also getting lots of real work in, which is interesting and good. But man, maybe I should hire an intern or something. Hopefully you can hear me okay as well. Lithuania, what's up? It's a Bebrauskas, Lithuania. All right, there's my warm-up sheet. Let's get started. Let's get it started. And the bass keep running. All right, let's start with something easy. Maybe this car. And since I'm no longer a student, let's do this in perspective. So I'm taking a look at this car right here, and let's see, make sure we can see this okay. I'm gonna zoom out just a little bit. All right, so here's our reference, and we'll do our drawing right here. What kind of music do I make? Mostly hip-hop, lo-fi, chill, melodic stuff. So I have a what do you call it? An MPC Live. I don't know if you know what those are. Well, that's what I have. All right, center line, and now I wanna. This thing is kind of funky, man. This thing is kind of funky. So I'll just sketch 2 arcs. I'm gonna try and do these fairly quickly, and also try and stay true as much as possible to my young crazy design brain here. I'm not sure what's happening in the front, but we're gonna roll with it. Man, I've come a long way. Oh, this is wild. This is freaking wild. So the challenge this week, in case you're wondering, why is he drawing this funky thing? The challenge this week is to take old sketches and redo them. All right, so I'm taking this 2D sketch I did as a student and just redoing it right now. All right, I got these like crazy big fender things. I'm not sure why they're here, but I'm gonna roll with it. Let's roll with it, okay? So maybe here, these huge like fender wheel things that make no sense. No sense whatsoever. Is there a future for transportation design for me? Not for me. I'm not doing transportation design. Projects take too long and I'm very impatient. I don't even spend a ton of time on sketches. You all know that, right? I'm always trying to rush through sketches as it is. Oh, this pen's a little dry. Some weird vehicle here though. But like I said, I'm gonna roll with it. Redoing this old sketch. Alright. I do feel like I need to at least tweak this somewhat. Because it's just terrible. It's just terrible. It almost feels like some weird construction equipment. Is what it feels like right now. Yeah, hopefully, are you doing the challenge too, Mystery? I think it was your idea. So I hope to see some of your sketches. And I'll throw some light marker on, of course, just to. I'm really not sure how I even want to finish this wheel thing out. But it really does feel like some sort of construction equipment. All right, I have this thing on the side here, so I'm gonna come up with some sort of suspension thing. Goes off the side here. I'm not sure what's happening, but trying to stay true to the OG, the original. Probably need some sort of hub, at the very least. Something. Probably need something here. In the middle. And we can do our back wheels here. All right. Okay, nice bubble top. I guess there would have to be some sort of console, perhaps. Up in here. Up in here. Maybe some lights or something. I don't like these after all, so I'm gonna tweak some stuff here. So in case you're wondering what we're doing, this is I'm redoing a sketch I did in college. Super fast redo here, an interpretation. But yeah, it's fun to take a trip through or down memory lane. I don't even remember doing this drawing, honestly, but it was terrible, apparently. At least it looks terrible to me. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna tweak this a little bit. Maybe something like that. And let's introduce a little structure on the back at least. Yeah, it definitely feels like it could be some sort of futuristic construction or farm equipment of some sort. Nice. I'm looking forward to seeing yours, Mystery. Alright, so here's our first sketch. We're 18 minutes in. We're making good time. Let's add some gray markup. Just to help tone this out. The infamous Stickman. I haven't seen the Stickman. Did I miss the Stickman? I want to see the Stickman. You can't just say the infamous Stickman and leave it at that. I will not allow it. I'm just kidding. You can do whatever you want. Since the top of this is blue, I'm gonna make this blue here. My sketch. And remember we did our episode on reflection, so I'm trying to think, okay, if something were reflecting in the side, what might that look like? It's bluish glass. Might have a nice white spot there. And then on the front, we may have a different reflection. So I can just sketch that in. Because these two planes of glass are at different angles to each other. That's why. I really don't like these chart packs, but I'm trying to use them. They just get real weird with the colors, so I might just leave it there. And let's give ourselves a little shadow. A little bit of shadow. Maybe something like that. Okay, post the stick man. All right, sketch 1 of 1. There we go. Interpreted my old school sketch into this weird thing here. We'll just call it a warm-up sketch for now. All right, so up next, let's see. I don't want to do. I guess we're doing sci-fi. Might as well. Might as well keep it going. I'm gonna use this paper anyways, as it is. This one shouldn't take as long. I say that now, but all right. So it looks like something on like a craggy cliff or something. All right, some sort of vista here. Trying to be a bit looser with my sketch lines. I probably should use a different pen, but we'll go for it. So just interpreting this as some sort of sci-fi scene. All right, just keep this going. Yeah, I probably should use a different pen, but I'll go for it. And then I'm gonna incorporate these two scenes. Just kind of interpret what's happening here. So a couple things I'm noticing even with this old piece is I'm going to use these rocks as just a way to frame the scene, but I'm not really using a lot of line weight. You guys see that in like my old sketch here? So I'm not really using line weight to my advantage, which is interesting. Alright, looks like there's some sort of structures inside the bubble here. Try and capture those. Hello, B Favreau, what's up? I'm reinterpreting old sketches that I did in college. That's what we're doing today. The challenge is to redo old sketches this week. And that's what we're going to be featuring on the show tomorrow. So hope to see you there, to see your work. All right, I have like, let's see, it looks like there's some sort of door here. I'm not sure why, but looks to be the case. And some sort of what I would consider to be structural elements coming out of this thing. So I'll try and capture those here. Maybe something like that. And since this looks to be some sort of cliffy thing, that's a technical term, cliffy thing. I'll have some cables going off here, maybe some little beacon. This will be a fun one to paint up, like sci-fi painting. so maybe this is like a valley, chasm. Is there any specific exercises for automotive sketching? Yes. Get your ellipses in. So if you watch the beginning of pretty much any of my streams, you'll notice I warm up with a lot of ellipses. You'll want to do that. And this is just a Papermate, yep. This is a Papermate flare. When you're drawing, it doesn't do that. Oh, man. I think it has something to do with practice. I think. I really shouldn't be trying to hatch this out because it's going to take a long time, but let's just do it anyways. I just want to get some texture here up front. Even if it's just a little shadow right through there. Alright, so I'm just interpreting these older sketches. So yeah, with automotive sketching, I would say practice ellipses, circles, lines. If it's helpful, draw over a car, not to copy a photograph per se, but rather just to understand the proportion of what you're doing can be helpful. So something to think about, consider. If you want to know more about hatching, texture, things like that, check out the inking guide that's available now on my website, sketchday.com. I don't go into super detail, but there's a few examples provided and some information as to when you would use that and why and so forth. Skill became with practice. I guess so. Alright, so these buildings or structures, I want them to be kind of silhouettes. Alright, so I'm going to make this one a little bit darker here. And maybe this one here. I'll throw some gray marker on top in just a bit, but I wanted to get some of these structures in. So notice how when the lines are a bit closer together, they read almost like a darker texture as opposed to a light texture. All right, so something you can play with and do. So I don't know. I think the new version feels a little bit better than the old version, even with just the pen. What do you all think? Are you voting for the original or the redo? I vote for the redo. Do you make music, Lynette? Did you know what I was talking about? The MPC? How to practice locking the wrist. You just draw with your shoulder. Just pretend you can't move your wrist and see how you draw. And the rest kind of falls into place. Not the wrist, the rest falls into place. Let's do another pod over here. And get our cityscape. Or whatever this is. I'll get that in. I love using lines because they're just so fast. You can move so quickly with lines. At least I feel I can. Alright, so now I'll just take some gray. Just make sure this gray isn't super weird. Okay, that's a weird gray. So hard to find the good grays when it comes to chart packs. But I don't want to use my expensive markers either. How do you know you have too many art supplies when you have everything at your fingertips and you can never find them? That's how you know. All right, this is an untested, unproven marker, but I'm gonna go for it. This is a Uritake gray marker. So I just wanted to get this ravine in here. That's gonna help make everything else pop. And this is just regular printer paper also, by the way. Not using anything special today, just redoing these sketches. So if you wanted to, you could do this the reverse. You know, do the grays first, and then do the pen. I just decided to do it this way, so. All right. Always swatch your colors before you try them. Yep. I'm not great at that. That's for sure. All right, let's get some texture in our little ravine here. Notice I'm using just the edge of the marker. I'm not like the marker is kind of rotated. You know, because I want that texture, and then I really want to get a bit darker on this side, right in the foreground. It's gonna help this pod pop a bit more. Alright, so something like that. And if you wanted to, like even in the background, we could have a little bit of that light gray as well. And I'll just throw in, because I like clouds, I'll just throw in some clouds.
I use comparisons to Hitler to win arguments on the internet at the drop of a hat.
Alright, something like that. These Sakura Micron pens are really great for this kind of thing. So if you are going to try this, you know, give these a try for sure. This is your new favorite song. I didn't get Inception. This is by Paul Sohi, a friend of mine. He works at a rather large company, but moonlights doing music. I don't want to out him, but you can find him on Instagram. Just look up Paul Sohi, Fuse PS, Final Kaiju. Alright, so there's my redo. Kind of combined these two sketches into this sketch here. So that's our second redo of the day. There was our first, where we took a look at this beauty right here and interpreted it. Okay, how are we on time? I could do one, maybe two more. One or two more. Let's see. I think that was it for this sketchbook. Minus the little creature thing. But I feel like we've had enough sci-fi, so let's do some product. Thank you, Jaden. Alright, should we do an old school cell phone? You remember these? Old school cell phone. Back to the Papermate Flare. It's been a while since I've done one of these. It's been a minute. I didn't get Inception. Ah. Alright, so I'm not doing... Forgot to put the reference here. I'm just looking at this exploration page of keypads that I had. Okay, and there's a series here. So just in a general spirit and theme of things, I'm going to do an old school cell phone. So that's what I'm doing right there. There's the reference. Antennas to the back. Board, fin, up, concept, alternation buttons. Okay. Nothing incriminating on my thingy here. So we're good. We're good. I feel like these would just be so ridiculous nowadays. Phones like this. Wouldn't they? It'd just be insane. But man, I remember doing these so much. Okay, this perspective's wigging me out a little bit. Let me think here. I'm just gonna tweak it ever so slightly. Let's round this corner. Made a mistake there. So we'll round that out. Give this some body now. Somebody that you used to know. But you didn't have to cut me off. Make out like it never happened and that we were nothing. Maybe a little thing there for the talkie. Yeah, like what if there was edge-to-edge glass on a phone like this? So maybe modernize it a little bit. Edge-to-edge glass on the top at least. Still buttons on the bottom. I like buttons. Still do some sort of button thing. And the hinge, I'm gonna bury the hinge under this main keypad. And then let's just do some little X shape here. Because we had to have up, down, left, right, okay. So we had to have like okay in these buttons. Do you remember that? And then this one was typically split for additional functionality. I'm not gonna write all the characters out, but we used to have something like that. But I'm just gonna assume that we have nice edge-to-edge glass on the top. This little extension here, I was thinking could be like the antenna that's extended out. Right, so when it's closed, it would look something like this. And then you could have this part be the antenna or something. Hey, what's up, Mecha Art? A gerbil that I used to know. You didn't have to cut me off. Took my carrots and all of my lettuce too. That's what you would do if you're mean to a gerbil, right? Maybe a little bit of an edge here, and then we can do 10 key pad. I'm gonna do something like this. 2, 3. Yeah. Is it 10 keys? I forget. Oh yeah, I messed up on this. How do I fix this? Think fast. So we have 3 on the bottom, so it's 4 rows. All right. One, 2, 3, 4. This could be blank. I messed it up, but whatever. It's like someone with an 8-pack. An 8-pack. So yeah, I used to just do these all the time. So it's 4 rows. Oh, it's okay, cool. I didn't mess up because it's answer, call, don't answer, and then you have the rest here. Okay. Woo! And there I thought I totally bungled it. That's what I thought. But I totally bungled. I don't remember if there were buttons on the side, but I'm gonna put a little something there. Little something. Little sauce. Little sauce for your mama. Hello, mister. Abimanu. Hello to you too. Welcome. I'm just having fun today. I'm not even having an adult beverage, and I'm having fun. I'm not saying that everything's predicated on that or anything. I'm just saying. I'm trying to think if I'm missing anything else. Not really. So now I'll just kind of shade it in. I guess I already have those gray markers. Might as well use them. Got a cool gray 1 here. Start with that. And then, so in the case of this like number pad, I used to just, think about, okay, which of these buttons is going to be receiving light? It's slightly angled in, for example. This one will definitely be dark. All right, so dark to light right there. And then just kind of kiss these other buttons. Like so. Maybe a little bit of gray here and there. Hey, Applejacks. What's up? I was wondering where you were at the beginning of the stream, actually. And if you don't believe me, you can ask Lynette. Lynette was here, or is here. I was like, where's Applejacks? I don't see Applejacks yet. So welcome. Applejacks is a channel member, by the way. Mecha Art is a patron. Thanks for your support. And Lynette's just an OG. Not just an OG. I mean, that's important. My point is, if you want to support what I'm doing, you can check out patreon.com/sketchaday or hit the join button here on YouTube. Scan and upload these when we're done. All right, a little bit of texture here. You have 10 sketchbooks? Oh, you haven't used it? I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Yeah, that could be problematic, but no judgment. No judgment at all. All right, so now we're going to do the screen portion here. I'm going to make this dark there. And let's use our big fat marker, the good old BFM, if I can find it. I think I tossed it to the wayside. It's been a year, yeah. How much longer do you have in school? So yeah, if you missed our stream on reflections, then what I'm doing won't make sense, but if you did catch it, more power to you. Hey Vasisht. Hope you're doing well. Alright, so I'm going to throw in another line right here, just on the perimeter, like so. Make this feel more like a reflection. And then think about, what's up here. So in my case, I'm just going to do some lines. And maybe just stop like there. Alright, so there's my reflection. Exams are all over the place. Alright, gotcha. I can't imagine going to college right now with the way things are. It'd be so weird. It'd be so weird. Because things are still shut down in the UK, right? So yeah, classic ID sketch here. Cell phone. Redoing, or at least inspired by some of my earlier sketches. That's the whole point of the stream today, redoing stuff. Sorry I missed you all earlier in the week, but life gets busy. All right, so we did our cell phone. What else we got? What else you got? Let's see. All right, I also, and just to show everyone, in case you want to go back and watch, redid this sketch and also did this quick sci-fi scene. And here's our cell phone sketch that we just did. All right, so one more and I think I'll call it good. We got about 10 minutes. All right, I could do this dude. That's kind of sci-fi though. Or how about this little screwdriver? Maybe one of these that can pivot or something. I've done lots of screwdrivers before, but it's been a minute. It's been a minute. So I'm gonna use this as inspiration here. This one right there. Right there. That one. Is that my reflection? Okay. Mecha art. Always with the jokes. Alright. So since this thing articulates, I feel as though it'd be good to show it in two positions. So maybe we do one here. And then another one we can do something like, and I'm just gonna lightly sketch this in. I know it'll change, but I just want to draw the ellipse for this. All right, so maybe show it in two positions there. I'm gonna have this be the front. So I have an axis here. I can just draw down to the axis like so. It's my articulation point. And I know my ellipse goes this way because that is my hinge, my pivot. All right, so something like that. I probably shouldn't draw the perspective view first, but YOLO. Let's just do it anyways. Alright, I'm gonna combine these. Like so. Kind of a cool shape. Sketch the butt of the screwdriver. And then I need some way to turn this thing on and off. So let's just have a little switchy switch here. Like so. Or Colette. And then I can just leverage those lines, and there's my screwdriver bit in there. Alright, just like that. Alright, and then this view, maybe it's the opposite direction, or facing the opposite direction. But now I can do just a quick sketch. And this just serves to supplement or augment our initial sketch. All right, give a bit of context. And since it's a supplementary sketch, I'm just gonna limit it to basically lines and let's change the butt here a little bit. Basically just lines and some light marker. So let's knurl or grip. Man, this has been fun. I think the other good thing about going back is it shows you how far you've come. And because honestly, maybe this will sound surprising, but or maybe not. Maybe you guys are like, yeah, Spencer, stop doubting yourself. I second guess myself a lot. Even with client work, stuff that I produce, sometimes I'm like, I hope they like it. It's okay. But it's cool to see the progress and that, yes, I can do this better than I did before. So this was fun. Thank you for the idea, Mystery. I don't know if you're still watching, but thanks for the suggestion. Not sure entirely what we're going to do next week yet, but, you know, it'll be good. Whatever it is, it'll be good. All right. So there's one. Why do I second guess me? Because people are paying me tons of money to do stuff, and I'm always just like, I hope they like it. I guess people being willing to pay you for something is evidence enough, but I do doubt myself. This is true. All right, so this one, let's use some color. Why not? Let's use some color. Use the expensive markers. All right, this will probably turn into a mess, but if you can't hear, I've got my air compressor going. I thought, why not? Let's just go for it. Why not? Oh, the Discord thumb. Oh yeah. I just need to figure it out. I don't know all the intricacies of Discord. So I'm using a trick. There's a guy on Instagram, Joey Zeladon, if you know who that is, but he uses this trick for masking when using an air marker. So I'm gonna try it out and see how it works. All right, so just take some post-it notes like this. Now we can kind of mask off the area just enough, you know, not in any precise way here, just enough. If I were being more careful, then I would use what's called frisket or masking film and then take my time and like get it perfect, but I'm just gonna use post-it notes. It's fast and cheap and easy. I don't need anything special. All right, so we got one pass right there. Now I can pull these off. Maybe even reuse them. Oh yeah, look at that. That turned out really well. We're gonna do the same thing over here now. I went a little bit too heavy on the middle, but it's all right. Should have been just a touch lighter. Lint rollers for gerbs. There's an idea. Are you talking about the topic for next week? I'll do a lint roller. That's the other thing too. The weekly sketch challenge topic can be as broad or as tight as we want it to be. So if we want to push ourselves to be more imaginative, then, you know, keep it a little broader. But if you want to just practice skills, then we can just do something that is specifically skill based. Yeah, I mean, you waste a lot of post-it notes doing this, I will say, but it's fun. It is fun. I'm gonna see if I can do less of an opaque job here. "36 days of type." That's true. That'll be fun. That'd also be fun. All right, so that's it for the air marker. No, okay. Woo, I thought I messed up. I was like, no. No. All right. So that's it for the air marker right there. And if I rotate this slightly, you'll kind of see what it ended up looking like. There's just a lot of glare on the overhead right now. That's kind of what it looks like. All right, so I'll finish out the rest of this with just some gray marker. Mecha art. You should do like an open mic night one day, like at a comedy club or something. That would be fun. It was floating in space, Mecha art. You just missed it. My hand was an illusion. It's an illusion. Alright, so finish that up with Maka Maka. That's true. I could use some fishing line. Maybe for Halloween. That sounds like a Halloween or April Fool's type of stream or prank. So that sounds like to me. It'll be fun though. All right. And then I'm just gonna shade this part in. Just keep this more markered. Since I missed it, I'm not gonna worry about air markering that again. And now let's just hit this bottom portion with a heavier line. I'm gonna use, if I can find it. There we go. So Sakura makes this micron pen that has like a super fatty tip now. It's really nice. So we'll just hit down here. April Fool's is in a week. Oh my goodness. Or is that like a pre-April Fool's joke? Because really, is time gone by that quickly? It's crazy. Crazy. Alright, so there is my redo of sketch I did. This part's a little bit wonky, but just ignore it. Just know I gave it my best. And I didn't end up knurling the handle here, but just redoing this sketch from college. You can see right there, meant to be some sort of battery powered screwdriver or some doohickey. So yeah, that is sketch number 4. We also did this cell phone. Oops. Also did that cell phone. We have our kind of rover vehicle here and sci-fi scene. All right. So hope to see all of your sketches tomorrow. All right. If you're wondering how to do that, hit up sketchaday.com/discord, join the server, check out the weekly sketch challenge channel, and submit your stuff. And tomorrow I'll be featuring that. All right. We're gonna try and work in some better feedback mechanism. I know Mystery and Tom had mentioned in the Discord maybe turning on the voice channel and figuring out a way to do that. So I need to look into that a little bit more, but hoping to at least have a little bit more interaction. And thank you for all of you. All right. Well, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, for hanging out. Like I said, be sure to check out the latest 2 videos I uploaded to YouTube. One is about the glasses that I prototyped, not these. Well, I mean, these are prototypes, but you know how they turned out in the end. So I have a video about that. And then how to draw a shoe looking from above, down at the shoe. In fact, I think the sketch is here. Yep, it's here. I'll just show you on the overhead. I forgot. There. So I did this today. All right, uploaded it, talked about how to go about drawing that. So feel free to check that out. All right. It's on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/sketchaday.com. Subscribe, turn on alerts, you won't miss anything. All right, as I always say, take a moment to teach someone. If you do, it'll help you understand a lot better what's going on and help you integrate your knowledge a lot better. All right. And with that, passion is the process. I will see you tomorrow for Fan Friday. We'll be checking in, we'll be looking at work, and love you all. Thank you again to channel members and patrons for your support. It means a lot. Shout out to all of you that have been in the chat. I think I have missed Latrice, so much love to you, brother. Take care, and see you tomorrow right here on Sketchaday. Peace.